state television company Western Armenia represents the most important news for today. Hello. The year-end meeting of the National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia. New Year's wishes. The challenges of the cultural heritage of Western Armenia. President Armenak Abrahamian. A peace treaty for now cannot be between Eastern Armenia, Agatangeghos. Arab sheikh Imran Hussein about Armenians and Western Armenia. Turkey officially disputes Geghard. Donation of carpet of Ghazir to the Museum Institute of Genocide against Armenians. Recommendations for overcoming problems of employment in Javakh. In 2024 and 25 December, a year meeting was held of the National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia. It was dedicated to New Year's wishes. During the sitting, the deputies congratulated the native Armenian people and everyone for the coming year. They wished solidarity and progress. The chairwoman of the National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia, Ms. Sahakyan, bowed to the Armenian soldiers standing at the border and thanked them for their devoted service. She paid tribute to the martyrs of all times, emphasizing their immortal memory. At the end of her speech, Ms. Sahakyan wished the Armenian people triumph and a glorious future in their native land. She wished strong and respectable will to Armenian identity. National Assembly of the Republic of Western Armenia, strengthening the patriotic spirit, has always been devoted to the values and national unity of the Armenian people. President of National Council of Western Armenia, Mr. Armenak Abrahamian, made an important speech during the meeting related to the 20th anniversary of the declaration of the National Council of Western Armenia, held in 2024. He talked about the challenges of the cultural heritage of Western Armenia. Mr. President addressed the preservation of the heritage of Western Armenia and the state's activities. He emphasized the state system of Western Armenia, which has various active ministries, including the Ministries of Information, Communication, Culture and Heritage Protection. Mr. Armenak Abrahamian emphasized that the government of Western Armenia aims to register and preserve the heritage and also to make it known at the world level. It is said in his speech, I quote here, "The first step is to establish a heritage register for which a huge resource is needed. A lot of work has already been done. Our team has visited more than 6,000 villages in Western Armenia," Armenak Abrahamian said. Mr. President added about the existence of Western Armenia. He stated that this existed for thousands of years, and its heritage includes pre-Christian temples on which churches are built and mosques were built on churches. We should accept that all these structures are part of our heritage. I have personally seen elements of Armenian churches inside mosques which were built on ancient Armenian temples. This is the continuation of our history and we must preserve this heritage, Armenak Abrahamian emphasized. Agatangeghos, the former human rights defender of Artsakh, stated during the discussion organized at the Media Center, the document being negotiated between Armenia and Azerbaijan cannot be a peace treaty. In the best way, it may be only a document for the regulation of diplomatic relations. According to him, the peace agreement should include the main issues of the conflict, including the return of hostages, the people of Artsakh, the protection of property and cultural heritage, as well as the restoration of justice. Agatangeghos also highlighted the policy of state hatred in Baku to Armenians. Aliyev continually intensifies what excludes the establishment of peace. Arab sheikh Imran Hussein addressed the issues of Armenians and their historical homeland and expressed important opinions. Those issues deeply touch regional and global aspects of justice. According to the sheikh, a truce is possible between Turkey and Armenia, but not friendship. He emphasizes as follows: the historical truth cannot be ignored. Any dialogue should be based on the restoration of justice and rights. The sheikh emphasizes the name Constantinople should have been instead of the name Istanbul. The temple St. Sophia should be returned to its historical owners as a restoration of historical and spiritual justice. At the end, the sheikh calls for patience and reminds, patience is the key to new successes. These statements are important not only for the Armenian people, but also for the establishment of universal peace based on truth and justice in the world. Turkish military support during the 44-day war on 2020 was basically important for Baku's victory. Turkey provided modern weaponry, including Bayraktar TB2 drones, and also provided military training. And there are facts that the Turkish military took direct part in the fighting. Recently, Turkish President Erdogan announced in Rizce that Turkey will enter Israel the same way as they did in Artsakh. It raised a wave of indignation in Baku. The Ministry of Defense of Azerbaijan responded, claiming that the victory was only the result of the Azerbaijani army. In December this year, a carpet of Ghazir was donated to the Museum Institute of the Genocide Against Armenians in 2024 December. It was a carpet made by the Armenian widows of Ghazir, Lebanon orphanage, which was made in the 1920s. The donor is Vahram Shemasyan, doctor of philology, professor, lecturer at California State University. He bought the carpet from an electronic auction. The carpet has a floral composition trimmed with 5 bells. The tradition of the Infahan school are used in the decoration. It was implemented in an American orphanage in the Middle East in 1923. It was made in the carpet factory. More than 3,200 carpets were created during these 6 years. The initiator of the establishment of the factory is the Swiss missionary, the director of the Ghazir orphanage, Jakob Guenzler, who was awarded the title Father of Armenian Orphans for his pro-Armenian activities. The works of the factory were managed by Hovannes Tashtian, who was from Urfa. For more than 5 months, the NGO platform for Samtskhe Javakh worked on the project and formulated specific conclusions and proposals. According to the platform, the current cause of the employment problem is the extremely insufficient communication between organizations involved in the employment sector, educational institutions, and employers. The Employment Support Agency holds information meeting in the villages, but their activities are invisible until you cooperate with them. Platform representative Rima Gharibian said. The platform also made a recommendation to the agency. Open a representative office of the State Employment Support Agency in Akhalkalaki. Carry out a regular systematic study of the Javakh labor market to find out the professions in high demand. To offer an alternative for the majority of men who go abroad for work, mainly to Russia. They are mainly engaged in construction and improvement. Specialists in this field are also in demand in Georgia itself, but the majority of the local population does not have the skills to reach for information in order to look for a job on the spot. The issue of qualification, confirmation, and work experience is also relevant. This was all for today. I wish you a good day. We will meet.